This video is for educational and informational purpose only. Please consult your financial advisor before investing your money in stock market. Hello friends. Today we are going to discuss about Godrej Agrovet. Let's start. First we'll look over the business segments they are into: animal feed, oil palm, crop protection, ACI Godrej Agrovet, which includes cattle feed, poultry feed and aqua feed. They are into dairy products, and recently they have acquired Ascent Life Sciences, which is a pharmaceutical company. We talk about brands. For cattle feed they are into with Bevino. For poultry feed, it's Mixbro. For aqua feed, they are sold with the name of Indica. For dairy products, it's Jersey. For meat products, it's a real good chicken. For frozen food, the brand name is Yummies. And for crop production, it is Vipul, Double, Hitfeed, Vikasni. Talking about their shareholding pattern, it is around 69 to 70% for promoter holding. Surprising for mutual holding and institutional holding, it is around 2 to 3%, and for others, it's around 24%. Talking about segment revenue mix, it's an interesting part here is if you see the crop production revenue contribution is 16.8%, but profit contributions comes around is 47.40%. And for vegetable oil, similarly, the contribution of revenue is around 11%, but profit comes out around 23%. However, for animal food, the revenue contribution is more than 50%. However, the profit contribution is only 26%. Talking about their key financial ratio, though the company has been taking a debt, they have managed to maintain their debt to equity ratio less than zero point 0.5 from last 4 years. ROA has been average and being improved. Asset turnover is also quite consistent. Price to book value now it's a bit expensive around 4.48. Inventory turnover ratio has been improved, which is good. Current ratio they have maintained from last 4 years above 1. However, for due to the debt, the quick ratio is less than 1 since last 4 years. If we talk about CAGR growth, for 5 years data, the sales has been increased around 13%. Profit growth CAGR is around 9.64%. ROA has been quite good and more than 20%. Surprisingly, EPS has been reduced to minus 38%. Dividend they have managed to pay with a CAGR of 11%. COVID-19 impact. In February 2020, there was a false rumor linking the COVID-19 infection with the consumption of poultry feed and related products, which has severely impacted the demand and the prices of a poultry and impacted the business of animal feed. Then outbreak in March 2020 where complete lockdown has happened and manufacturing facilities were closed down and the volumes and sales were severely impacted. If we talk about the growth prospect and compare the revenue of quarter to quarter basis and a year to year basis, we see that from a year to year basis for animal feed, the revenue segment revenue has been increased to 20% and result has been quite good on a yearly basis. However, on a quarter basis, it has been quite negative due to the volume decline along with a high raw material cost impacted in March 2020 and due to the rumors which has happened. If we talk about the oil palm on a year to year basis, the segment result has been negative around 21%, and in fact from a quarter basis it has been bit positive. If it if we talk about year to year basis, it has been adversely impacted by the lower end prices and a lower oil content in the peak season. Let's move to crop production. If we cover up year to year basis, from a segment results, it has been negative around 3.9% and quarterly basis it has significantly impacted around 33%. It is due to the muted Kharif season which was delayed and subsequently monsoon was extended which reduced the application opportunity especially for specialty products. However, they have been launching the new products which is named as Hitvid Max, and further, they have planned to launch new products for the farmers and that will increase the revenue, expected revenue in FY21. Talking about the Tyson Food Limited, Now here it has been severely impacted because of a rumors which has happened in February 2020. We can see that the revenue has been minus 33%, which is completely into the negative, and due to the sharp decline in volumes and the prices of poultry and poultry products, the EBITDA margin has been severely impacted around 297%. They have done a joint venture, ACI Godrej Regular in Bangladesh, to help the company revenue. If we talk about the stock forecast, we see that revenue could decline around 7% due to the COVID-19 implication, and EPS can significantly reduce around 19% due to the prices impacted in the raw materials. There is a scope with the current price, the value of a current price can go around 12% lower what currently it is trading on. Guys, if we come to the conclusion, the current price it is trading on is rupees 431. Price to book value is 4.50. Current price per earning is 26 and industry PE is 20.99. If we talk about the fair value purely on a price per earning basis, it comes around rupees 420. And if we go by Benjamin Graham strategy and expect that next year there will be a 12% of growth rate, considering the consistency of the company, the fair value comes around 310 rupees. Going by the book value of 15% growth, the fair value comes around 304. Thank you guys. If you find this video useful, please like and subscribe to channel for more updates. Thank you.